Some people say they're introverts, but then there are the real introverts. The ones who rehearse phone calls 3 times before hitting dial, who freeze when the doorbell rings like it's a horror movie scene, and who stare at a text message for hours just to figure out the perfect 2-word reply. For us, hanging out usually means turning down the invite, crawling into cozy blankets, and recharging in silence like it's our superpower. We're not shy. We're not antisocial. We're just professionals at keeping our energy safe from the chaos of the world. And if any of this sounds painfully familiar, you might just be the most introverted introvert ever. Sign number 1, dodging phone calls like it's a sport. For most people, a ringing phone means connection. For us, it's a sudden wave of stress. The screen lights up and instantly 100 thoughts rush in. Do I answer? What do I say? How long will this take? It doesn't matter if it's a close friend, your mom, or even the food delivery driver confirming your order, you freeze. Instead of picking up, you stare at the phone like it's a wild animal. Maybe you let it ring out. Maybe you quickly turn it face down and pretend it never happened. And then comes the best part, crafting the perfect text hours later. Something short, casual, but believable. Hey, sorry I missed your call. Except, of course, you didn't miss it. You saw it, you analyzed it, you rehearsed answering it, and then you didn't. That's advanced level introversion right there. Sign number 2, the doorbell disaster. Extroverts hear a knock at the door and think, oh, company. Introverts? Immediate panic. Every muscle tenses. The room goes quiet. You move slowly, carefully, like you're avoiding being spotted by a predator. Who could it be? A neighbor? A salesperson? Worse, unexpected guests. You peek through the blinds, careful not to be seen, holding your breath like you're in a spy movie. If it's a package, relief floods in. You wait until the coast is clear, then stealthily open the door and grab it. But if it's people, you retreat. Lights off, volume down, pretending nobody's home. To the outside world, it looks like hiding. To introverts, it's just self-preservation. Sign number 3, the RSVP struggle. For many people, an invite is exciting. For introverts, it's complicated. You get that text, hey, come to the party this weekend, and suddenly you're staring at the screen paralyzed. On one hand, you want to be polite. You don't want to disappoint anyone. On the other hand, the thought of spending hours in a crowded room makes your social battery die before you even arrive. So you type, erase, retype. Maybe I'll let you know. That's introvert code for, please cancel this event so I don't have to. And if the party actually gets canceled, that moment of joy is unmatched. You don't feel left out. You feel saved. It's like winning the lottery, but better, because you get to stay home in peace, wrapped in blankets, guilt-free. Sign number 4. Small talk feels like a high-level boss battle. You know that moment when someone at a party casually says, "So, how's it going?" To them, it's small talk. To you, it's like they just handed you a math test in another language. Your brain scrambles. Do they really want the truth? Should I say good? Should I mention the existential dread? You manage a polite, yeah, fine, you? Then there's silence. Painful, awkward silence. Inside, you're screaming, please, someone throw me a life raft. Because here's the truth. Introverts don't hate conversation. We just want to skip the weather forecast and talk about time travel theories or why ducks have such weird feet. But nope, it's always crazy traffic today, huh? And you're left nodding like you've run out of words in your vocabulary.
Sign number 5. Group projects are your personal nightmare. Flash back to school. The teacher says, okay, class, we're doing a group assignment. And just like that, your soul leaves your body. Everyone else scrambles to team up while you're stuck in the corner, secretly hoping to just disappear. It's not that you're lazy. Actually, you'll probably end up doing 90% of the work because relying on people, not your favorite. But the group dynamic, the talking, the brainstorming, the fake energy, that's the nightmare. And years later, the same thing shows up at work. Suddenly, you're in a collaborative meeting where no one has prepared, and you're silently wishing you could just take the whole project home, do it in peace, and email the results. Sign number 6. Parties drain your social battery faster than a dying phone. You arrive at a party, and for the first half hour, you're okay, maybe even enjoying yourself a little. You chat, you laugh, you hover near the snack table like it's your safe zone. But then it hits, the social battery warning, red light flashing, 10% left. Your smile starts to feel heavy, your responses get shorter, and inside you're just chanting, "When can I go home? When can I go home?" The worst part? Extroverts don't get it. They're bouncing around like their battery lasts forever, while yours dies the second too many conversations overlap. And that's why introverts have perfected the art of the Irish goodbye, slipping out without a word, like a social ninja, straight into pajamas and peace. Sign number 7. You have a go-to escape route for every event. Every introvert knows this instinctively. Before entering a social situation, your mind is already planning your exit strategy. You might think it's random, but it's a survival skill. At a party, it could be the nearest door to the bathroom, the quietest hallway, or the couch in the corner. You'll smile, chat for a bit, then vanish without a word. Not because you don't like people, it's because you need your recharge time. And honestly, the satisfaction of slipping away unnoticed is one of life's greatest introvert victories. You don't want applause, just a silent exit and a warm blanket waiting for you at home. Sign number 8. Crowded places feel like amusement park rides for your brain, but without the fun. Malls, concerts, networking events, they're the introvert equivalent of a sensory overload roller coaster. Lights flicker, conversations blend, music thumps, and suddenly your brain goes into overdrive. You're trying to focus, but every sense is being pulled in different directions. And there's a hidden rule among introverts. The louder the place, the quicker the urge to escape. Even if you came for a friend's party or special event, you'll find yourself counting down the minutes until you can retreat to a calm space. Because introverts don't just attend events, we survive them, one mental checkpoint at a time. Sign number 9. After social events, you disappear for days. Here's a fact about introverts. We don't just recover from social events in hours. We need days. You might see an introvert at a party smiling, talking, and engaging, but behind the scenes, we're borrowing from our energy bank, and that bank runs on solitude. So after a big gathering, you'll notice us retreating. Quiet nights at home, binge watching a show, reading, journaling, or just staring at the ceiling. It's not avoidance, it's restoration. We recharge, not because we dislike people, but because we value being able to return to our best selves, calm, thoughtful, and ready to engage again when the time is right.
Sign number 10. You have a mental list of safe conversation topics. Introverts don't wing small talk. No way. We have a quiet arsenal of topics we can bring out at a moment's notice. Things that feel safe, predictable, and low drama. Weather? Yes. Food? Yes. Books, movies, pets? Definitely yes. But politics, religion, or anything too personal? Absolutely not. At a gathering, you might find yourself subtly steering conversations toward your safe zones. Oh, did you try that new coffee shop? Or have you seen that one movie everyone talks about? It's not avoidance, it's a strategy. Because introverts thrive when the conversation is comfortable and energy-friendly. Sign number 11. Silence is golden. Most people panic in silence. They rush to fill it. Introverts? We embrace it. Silence isn't awkward. It's peaceful. It's a moment to breathe, to observe, and to recharge quietly. At a social event, you might find yourself sitting with someone and saying nothing for minutes at a time. No pressure, no rush to speak, just two people sharing a comfortable quiet. That's an introvert's luxury. And if someone breaks the silence with small talk, we're polite, but secretly longing to return to our bubble of calm. Sign number 12. You secretly judge the party before you arrive.
Before stepping foot in a social gathering, introverts already run a mental checklist. Will it be crowded? Loud? How long will it last? Who will be there? Will there be food? And most importantly, how much energy will this cost me? If the party scores poorly on your mental scale, you might show up late, stay for a short time, or not show at all. And if you do go, you'll arrive already halfway in retreat mode, strategically positioning yourself near exits, tables, or quiet corners. That's not shyness. That's careful planning. That's introvert survival. So if you recognize even half of these signs, congratulations, you might just be the most introverted introvert ever. But here's the thing, being deeply introverted isn't a flaw. It's a strength. It means you notice things others overlook. You treasure moments of peace. You value depth over noise. And maybe, just maybe, the world needs more of us. But there's one question left hanging. What happens when the most introverted introvert meets the most extroverted extrovert? The answer isn't simple, and it might just change everything you thought you knew about introverts. But that is a story for another time.